Parliamentarians, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. On behalf of the Senate of Pakistan and the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all to Islamabad, the beautiful capital of Pakistan, for the ISC conference being held under the theme of peace, security and development. This conference brings together parliamentary leaders from across the continents, united in our shared commitment to dialogue, cooperation and the pursuit of peace and prosperity for our peoples. May I now request all distinguished guests to please rise for the national anthem of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Thank you. To commence the inaugural session of this conference, we will begin with the recitation from Holy Quran. May I invite Qari Buzurg Shah Al-Azhari, Sitara Imtiaz, to kindly come to the stage for the recitation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير صدق الله العظيم. The 13th verse of Surah Al-Hujurat from the Holy Quran has been recited. Now the translation. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, O mankind, we created you from a single pair of a male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes, that ye may know each other. Verily, the most honored of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. And Allah has full knowledge and is well acquainted with all things. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, today we are deeply honored by the gracious presence of His Excellency Mr. Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif, the Honorable Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, Honorable Chairman of the Senate of Pakistan and founding Chairman of ISC, His Excellency Iknath Dakkal, the founding Secretary General of ISC, and distinguished speakers, deputy speakers, and parliamentary leaders from friendly nations. Excellencies, your presence today reaffirms our collective resolve to strengthen parliamentary diplomacy as a force for global good. Excellencies, now we will play a video message from the Secretary General of Inter-Parliamentary Union, Mr. Martin Chongong.
Excellencies, honorable speakers of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to provide this video message to the maiden meeting of the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference on behalf of the Inter-Parliamentary Union. I'm sending my best wishes to you in Islamabad from Geneva, where the headquarters of the Inter-Parliamentary Union are located. As many of you may know, the Inter-Parliamentary Union is the global organization of national parliaments. It was founded in 1889 as the first political multilateral organization in the world. 136 years later, our membership has grown to be near universal, with 183 national parliaments representing around 46,000 MPs in the world. I was pleased to hear about the theme of this inaugural conference on peace, security, and development, which strongly aligns with the IPU's mission and ongoing work. The IPU promotes democracy, human rights, gender equality, youth empowerment, climate action, and sustainable development through political dialogue, cooperation, and parliamentary action. All our work is grounded in the desire to foster peace and security. The Inter-Parliamentary Union encourages a human security approach to peace, which is about creating an enabling environment for human development where basic needs are met. This is complemented by a common security approach, which is based on the understanding that one country's security is inseparable from that of its neighbors and the broader international community. We strongly believe that peace and security are intertwined and very much bound up in achieving good development outcomes for all people. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at this moment in time where the world is beset by many, conflicts and trust in multilateralism and democratic institutions is declining. The importance of interparliamentary dialogue, cooperation and diplomacy for peace, justice and prosperity for all cannot be underestimated. This was highlighted during the 6th World Conference of Speakers of Parliament, which took place in July of this year and convened over 100 Speakers of Parliament and 34 Deputy Speakers, including several of you at this gathering. The high-level declaration of that global forum conveyed the message that global challenges required coordinated responses. It committed speakers in particular to help inspire public debate, uphold democratic practices in our parliaments, and engage in parliamentary diplomacy to advance peace and understanding among peoples. Above all, we can exercise moral leadership and serve as role models for our fellow parliamentarians and citizens at large. I wish you a successful meeting. May you leverage the good work of parliamentary diplomacy in your discussions to promote peace, security, and development.
Thank you. May I now invite Ambassador ISC Ms. Misbah Khar to deliver her welcome remarks. Ms. Khar serves as an advisor to the Chairman of the Senate of Pakistan and has been the driving force behind this historic gathering. Her exceptional dedication, tireless efforts, and inspiring leadership have been instrumental in bringing together parliamentary leaders from across the world under one roof here in Islamabad. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in the warmly welcome of Ms. Misbah Khar.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency, the Prime Minister of Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Honorable Chairman Senate, esteemed Mr. Iqnat Dakal, Secretary General of the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference, distinguished speakers and parliamentarians, Assalamu alaikum, and a very warm welcome. It is an honor and a privilege in my capacity as Ambassador of the IC to welcome this distinguished gathering of parliamentary leaders from across the world to Islamabad. Your presence here symbolizes our shared belief that dialogue, not division, must guide humanity towards peace and progress. This conference embodies that very spirit of unity. It was born out of a visionary initiative led by Honorable Chairman Senate, who brought together over 45 Speakers of Parliaments this year to establish a unique platform, the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference. His leadership, grounded in his experience as both Prime Minister and Speaker of the National Assembly, reflects the belief that parliaments are the true voices of the people. It must lead the global dialogue on peace, justice, and development. Excellencies, our theme today, peace, security, and development, could not be more timely. These are not isolated pursuits. These are intellect foundations of a stable and just world. When peace stalls, development halts. When security weakens, prosperity fades. Our task, therefore, is to strengthen all three together: cooperation, compassion, and collective resolve. The ISC rests on principles of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and shared values, not as abstract ideals, but as actionable commitments. They call upon us to advance good governance, promote sustainable development, champion climate resilience, and uphold dialogue as the first and finest tool of diplomacy. Through this conference, Pakistan reaffirms its role as a peace-loving, forward-looking nation that believes in building bridges, multilateral cooperation, and global peace. Our history of resilience against terrorism, disasters, and adversity stands as a reminder that strength lies not in isolation, but in unity. Honorable guests, the Islamabad communique that will emerge from this conference must serve as our roadmap, translating shared commitments into tangible outcomes. The challenges before us are immense: conflict, inequality, economic instability, existing threat of climate change, and the ever-evolving geopolitical realities. Yet within every challenge lies an opportunity to learn, to lead, and to lift one another. That is why the ISC matters. It gives parliaments, and through them the people, a decisive voice in shaping a more just and compassionate world order. It is a bridge between region and civilization, built on trust, empathy, and accountability. For Pakistan, hosting this inaugural conference is both an honor and a message that dialogue among nations and people remains the cornerstone of peace. That ISC is not just a forum, it is a movement, one that redefines parliamentary diplomacy as a force for unity and shared progress. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this important dialogue, let us remember this conference is not an end, but a beginning of a shared journey towards a safer and more sustainable world. Let Islamabad be remembered as the city where parliaments of the world stood together as partners in hope, as advocates of justice and architects of peace. May this conference inspire lasting cooperation and enduring friendship among nations. Thank you, and once again, welcome to Islamabad.
Thank you, ma'am. Now may I invite His Excellency Iknat Dakkal, Secretary General of the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference, to deliver his introductory remarks. Honorable Secretary General brings a wealth of parliamentary and international experience, being a former minister and member of the Parliament from Nepal. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warmly welcoming His Excellency Mr. Iknat Dakkal.
Your Excellency Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif, the Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Honorable Chairman Senate Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani, the founding Chairman of the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference, distinguished speakers, Presidents of Senate, Head of Delegations, Your Excellency formal Presidents, Parliamentarians, Excellencies, Ambassadors, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant morning to you all. It is a great honor to welcome you to the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference held here in the beautiful city of Islamabad. On behalf of the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference Secretariat, extend our heartfelt gratitude to the founding chairman, Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani, and the Senate of Pakistan, the government of Pakistan, the National Assembly, and the people of Pakistan for the warmth and hospitality extended to our speakers and distinguished guests from across the globe. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, ISC commends your exemplary leadership of the 250 million people of Pakistan, and we are greatly encouraged by your support and presence in this conference. The Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference is deeply honored to co-host this gathering with the Senate of Pakistan. We look forward to collaborating with Pakistan and all ISC participants in advancing parliamentary diplomacy. ISC's inaugural assembly held in Seoul, Republic of Korea in April 2025 was participated by the 45 parliaments and addressed the issue of peace in the Korean Peninsula, producing the ISC Seoul Declaration, a commitment to building global unity through parliamentary dialogue. The ISC, as an intergovernmental and multilateral organization, wishes to foster partnership with both state and non-state actors in advancing its mission to promote peaceful dialogue, to encourage development for peace, and to support technological innovation that uplift our communities. The ISC also champions in collaboration on climate action, environmental security, population issues, and inter-religious and intercultural dialogue, because the progress and peace must go hand in hand. Since its establishment, the ISC has launched the parliamentary exchange programs and continues to expand its international presence through engagements with international organizations that share similar objectives, such as Inter-Parliamentary Union. Founding Chairman, Excellency Yusuf Raza Gilani, has been instrumental in promoting the ISC through his diplomatic engagement. He has consistently embodied the organization's core principles through his peace initiatives, and this very conference stands as a testament to that commitment. Thank you very much. As a Secretary General, I have represented the ISC in several high-level international forums, such as IPU's Interfaith Dialogue, the 6th World Conference of the Speakers of Parliament, and the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly, strengthening ISC's global presence and voice. With peace, security, and development as our guiding theme, this conference reminds us of our shared responsibility as a legislator to work together in shaping solutions that secure peace, protect our people, and advance sustainable growth for all. In the ISC, we value the voice of every nation, regardless of geography, size, or background. Each parliament has a voice and role in shaping our common future. I warmly invite all the parliaments here to formally join ISC by signing the ISC agreement to become early partners in these global efforts to promote peace in the spirit of cooperation and dialogue. What is next to ISC is you, the speakers and parliamentarians gathered here today. You are the future of this organization, the voice who will shape its direction, and the leaders who will carry forward its vision. As we gather here in Islamabad, in Pakistan, for this conference, which serves as an excellent model for future ISC events, we warmly invite participating parliaments to express their interest to host the next ISC event, continuing the spirit and collaboration and excellence that exists in Islamabad. May this conference spark fresh ideas, meaningful dialogue, and stronger partnership, shaping the Islamabad communique as our shared vision for peace and prosperity. Together, let us make the ISC not only a venue for discussion, but a living symbol of unity and cooperation among parliaments of the world. I thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you. It is now my distinct honor to invite Honorable Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, Chairman of the Senate of Pakistan and founding Chairman of the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference and a statesman of exceptional experience. Honorable Chairman brings with him a distinguished legacy of public service. He previously served as the Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly of Pakistan and subsequently as the Honorable Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, roles in which he earned wide respect and statesmanship and commitment to democratic values. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in warmly welcoming the Honorable Chairman Senate of Pakistan, Senator Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellency Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Honorable Eknath Lahakar, Secretary General ISC, Honorable Speakers, Excellencies, dignitaries, national and provincial political parliamentary leadership, friends and partners, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all. On behalf of the Parliament and the people of Pakistan, I am privileged to welcome you all to this landmark Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference in Islamabad. At the outset, I extend my profound gratitude to His Excellency the Prime Minister, who has graciously joined us today as a chief guest. Excellency, your presence at this historic event not only marks a respect to the institution of Parliament, but also a clear reflection of Pakistan's commitment to dialogue, cooperation, and multilateralism. We are gathered here today to witness the birth of historic parliamentary alliance of the new age. In a remarkable show of solidarity and unity of purpose, the parliamentary leadership from both the global north and global south stands together under one roof. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the theme of this conference, peace, security and development, echoes far beyond borders and ideologies. We meet at a time of great uncertainty marked by increasing global unrest, wars, climate change, economic shocks, and rapid technological changes. Peace, unfortunately, is unraveling before us. We have seen this in violence and destruction in the streets of Gaza, Sudan, and occupied Kashmir. The world is searching for direction. At this pivotal moment in history, parliaments must serve as guiding lights, leading the way in fragmented world. We must think, commit, and act together. The true spirit of parliamentary diplomacy should prevail where dialogue serves as a bridge and cooperation becomes our shared path forward. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, peace, security, and development are inseparable pillars of progress. Without peace and security, no nation can build, and without development, peace remains fragile. New definition of security encompasses economic and climate resilience, access to essential services, food and water sustainability, environmental stability, and digital integrity. Pakistan contributes less than 1% of global emissions, yet we are among those suffer the most and among the least prepared to endure. It is also a painful reminder that the climate change is no longer distant. It is here, and it is unjust. If we as parliaments do not act together, now the cost will grow. It is therefore incumbent upon us as parliamentary leaders to shape legislative agendas that recognize this complexity, ensuring that national security remains rooted in equitable human development. Ladies and gentlemen, under the worthy leadership of President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif, my country remains committed to advocating the cause of peace, security, and development. Pakistan's commitment in this regard is not merely a declaration. It is vindicated by a pivotal role as the frontline state in the global war on terror. Our dedication is exemplified through our significant contributions to United Nations peacekeeping missions. In the face of recent acts of aggression on our eastern and northern western border, Pakistan responded measured, responsible, and restrained actions. We did our utmost to de-escalate tensions and even extended offers to the composite dialogue. However, we firmly believe that peace is a two-way street that necessitates reciprocity from all parties involved. Ladies and gentlemen, decades of parliamentary experience has strengthened my belief that sustainable progress and development cannot be achieved on their own. It is interdependent and interlinked with various elements. This insight perhaps greatly encouraged me to convince this global conference on the most pressing issues of our times. As my fellow counterparts together here, we stand united not only by geography, but by shared vision of commitment to peace, security, and inclusive development. Our geostrategic interests and geo-economic potentials are deeply interlinked, and South and North-South cooperations offer a powerful framework for harnessing these connections. Over the next 2 days, let us move beyond promises. Let us share solutions, bold, practical, and drawn from the strength of our diverse experiences. Parliaments are not bystanders in shaping peace and progress. We are drivers of trust, builders of consensus, voices for the people when the world grows uncertain. I'd like to conclude on the words of first woman Prime Minister of Pakistan and of the Islamic world, Shaheed Mohammad Benazir Bhutto, and I quote, Ultimately, leadership is about the strength of one's convictions, the ability to endure the punches, and the energy to promote an idea. I have found that those who achieve peace never acquiesce to obstacles, especially those constructed by bigotry, intolerance, and inflexible traditions. Let this gathering be remembered for the collective conviction it ignites, the partnerships it builds, and the clarity of purpose it sets to establish. The world is watching. Let us lead with unity, with vision, and with courage. With this, I wish you all the productive experience and a pleasant stay in Islamabad. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, for your inspiring address. Excellencies, it is now my great honor and privilege to invite His Excellency Mr. Muhammad Shehbaz Sharif, the Honorable Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, to deliver the keynote address of the conference. The Honorable Prime Minister is a statesman of exceptional experience and vision with a long and distinguished record of public service. His vision of progress and global cooperation continues to guide Pakistan's engagements with the international community. His leadership embodies Pakistan's unwavering commitment to peace, stability, and sustainable development, principles that lie at the heart of this conference. We are deeply honored to have him with us this morning to share his thoughts on the vital role of parliaments in shaping a more peaceful and prosperous world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honorable Prime Minister of Pakistan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chairman Senate of Pakistan and founding Chairman ISC Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, and of course former Prime Minister of Pakistan as well. Excellency Nath Dakal, Secretary General Inter-Parliamentary Speakers, distinguished speakers from abroad and within Pakistan, heads of delegations, respected parliamentarians, excellencies, Ikhwan Karam min al-Iblad al-Islamiyya, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba bikum. Ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. I extend a very warm welcome to all distinguished speakers, parliamentarians and worthy delegates who have travelled from near and far to join us for this Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is honoured to host this very important gathering, bringing together parliamentary leaders to deliberate on our shared vision of peace, security and development around the globe. I wish to particularly acknowledge the leadership of the Honourable Chairman, Senate of Pakistan and founding Chairman of the ISC, Sayyid Yusuf Raza Gilani, whose initiative and commitment has made this forum a reality and a success story. Excellencies, the theme of this conference, peace, security and development, could not be more timely and relevant. While this theme has a bearing on the countries represented here, it has a particular resonance for Pakistan. Ever since our independence in 1947, Pakistan has always advocated for peace through dialogue and diplomacy. We firmly believe that peace and security form the foundation of the sustainable national and regional development. The true value of peace is most profoundly understood when we are confronted with the conflicts that continue to plague our world. Pakistan too has encountered this turbulence both directly as well as indirectly. But we have remained resolute in our quest to maintain peace and tranquility. Unfortunately, earlier this year, in the month of May, Pakistan faced unprovoked aggression from our eastern front. Our highly professional armed forces displayed remarkable preparedness and performed outstandingly on the battlefield. Their swift and decisive military action on land and in the air not only thwarted the enemy's designs but also demonstrated to the aggressor and of course the entire world Pakistan's iron resolve and determination to defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity at all costs. Having won the war, we need to win peace through sincere and honest efforts. Honorable guests, a peaceful Afghanistan holds the key to regional connectivity, growth, progress and prosperity. This peace has remained elusive for decades. However, Pakistan has never lost hope. We believe in a peaceful neighborhood and have been striving hard for this purpose. It is most unfortunate that militant groups continue to imperil peace, not only within Afghanistan but also beyond its borders. When our border posts were attacked last month from the Afghan side, our response was firm and decisive, teaching an unforgettable lesson to those who attacked Pakistan. I deeply appreciate the efforts of brotherly countries, particularly Turkey and Qatar, in facilitating peace talks between Pakistan and the Afghan Taliban regime. Afghanistan must understand the lasting peace can only be realized by reining in TTP and other terrorist groups operating from Afghan territory. Our abiding commitment to upholding peace and security in the world is manifested by our constructive role at the United Nations, OIC, ECO, SCO, as well as other important diplomatic forums. Distinguished delegates, the flames of conflict are too often lit and fed by the embers of persistent poverty, inequality, and injustice. We have seen how poverty and exclusion can ignite the fuse of instability. Excellencies, development as the engine of progress is the most effective remedy against instability and conflict. And in this behalf, I would like to mention a very important program which was undertaken by Pakistan through great economic cooperation from our very friendly country, China, and under the flag of One Belt, One Road, One Belt, this program, Pakistan-China economic program, was undertaken most productively, and of course we are about to enter now the second phase of this program. Ladies and gentlemen, under my government, Pakistan has embarked on a journey of comprehensive reforms to promote inclusive growth, institutional strengthening, and the empowerment of youth and women. Recognizing the critical role of small and medium enterprises, we are scaling up SME financings, small medium enterprises, to create jobs, foster innovations, and broaden economic participation. Women are being equipped with digital skills, provided enhanced access to finance, and encouraged to avail leadership opportunities so they can harness their full potential and contribute fully to Pakistan's economic and social transformation. On the global front, Pakistan has actively engaged with international financial institutions and development partners to foster fiscal reforms, climate resilience, and investment facilitation, so essential for a resilient and prosperous future. Our efforts at home and abroad are guided by the conviction that no nation can prosper in isolation and that our destinies are linked with each other very closely, and we believe in global interaction, multilateralism, and we would be very happy to work with, as we have worked in the past, with all international players, be it European Union, United States of America, Japan, Far East, Middle East, Saudi Arabia, and so on and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, parliaments as the custodians of the people's will and the democratically elected representatives of their aspirations have a unique and indispensable role to play in this endeavor. We are guardians of the most precious hope and sacred trust that our people have reposed in us. We are duty bound to honor those sacrosanct expectations to the best of our capabilities to bring about a collective improvement in the lives of those who we represent in our Houses of Parliament. I would like to conclude, ladies and gentlemen, with full confidence in the wisdom of the enlightening discussions that will take place during this conference, and I look forward to its outcomes that will guide all of us for our future course of action and our collective journey forward. My ultimate hope is that the peoples of all nations will stand united in promoting peace, advancing sustainable development, and strengthening collective security so that together we may build a world anchored in lasting peace and shared prosperity. Thank you all.
May I now request Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, to please remain on the stage as we invite Honorable Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani, Chairman of the Senate of Pakistan and founding Chairman ISC, to present a commemorative shield to His Excellency the Prime Minister. May I request His Excellency the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif to kindly present a commemorative shield to His Excellency Iqnat Dakkal, Secretary General of the ISC, in recognition of his instrumental role in guiding the Inter-Parliamentary Speakers Conference. May I again request the Honorable Prime Minister to present a commemorative shield to Ms. Bakhar in appreciation of her dedication and hard work in putting together this conference. May I now invite Honorable Speakers, Deputy Speakers, and all heads of delegations to kindly proceed outside from the gate on my left to the designated area for a group photograph. Following the photograph,